Hey everybody, it's Sam. Just here to renew your power flow for the week. So once again, this is my interpretation of a power flow class. Um, so just different kind of strengthening poses incorporated into your regular yoga flow. So we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose today. So you can take whichever version of child's pose you like, whether um, legs are together and you can let the arms come out in front, or they can lay to your sides, or you can let the knees come to the edges of the mat, a little more of a hip stretch, doing it that way. So just kind of find how you want to be and settle in. And lift up and take a side stretch here. So you can walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. And just reaching out to the left side with the right arm. You should notice a nice stretch all the way from the right, maybe into the right arm, but at least from the shoulder down through the ribs to the hip. Next breath, you can lift up and come back to center for a moment. And then if you took the stretch to the left, you can walk the hands over to the right. On your next breath, you can lift up and come back to center. And just take notice of your breath and your breathing before we start moving. And just aim for the same slow, steady breath as you flow throughout your practice strain or hold the breath. Never good. If you feel like you're getting to that point, you can just back out a smidge and feel better about it. On your next breath, you can shift up to a tabletop position. Then we'll just move through a few cat-cows here, just kind of warming up the spine. So inhaling, belly drops toward the mat. Exhaling, curling around the back. Chin comes toward the chest. All right, and then after, I don't know, your last cat or your cow, whenever you think you feel good, you can come back to a neutral tabletop. And then you can lift up the left arm and the right leg, just coming to this nice extension. So this may be enough for you here, but if you want to do a little more movements, you can bring knee to elbow, back out, knee to elbow again, back out, knee to elbow again, back out, knee to elbow again, back out. Ooh. And then this time we'll take the arm and the leg out to the side, and then back in. Out to the side, back in, out to the side, back in, out to the side, back in, and then back down to your tabletop. Woo! Feeling it in the wrist. So you can windshield wiper here, side to side. And then stretching out the wrists, never a bad idea. So if your wrists are, kind of like, yikes, you can put the back of your hand on the mat, kind of lean back a little bit. Don't do both of these at the same time because that just would probably not feel very good. And then keeping the palm of the hand on the mat, you can put the fingers toward you and then just kind of lean back a little bit. And then you can turn the fingers back the other direction. And I don't rest like my full weight on the back of my hand when I've got it down. Alrighty, so when we're ready, right arm, left leg. And then remember, you can stay here or you can have some movement. So elbow to knee or knee to elbow, whichever way you want to say it. Back out. We'll come in. Back out. We'll come in. Back out. Back in. Back out. And then we'll do arm and leg to the side. Back to center. To the side. Back to center. To the side. Back to center. to center, and then back down to your tabletop. So once again, you can take the hips side to side. And then when you're ready, we'll just shift the hips to our first down dog. So however feels good to you to get there, just go ahead and do it. And of course, as usual, once you're here, you can take any little movements you like, pedaling one leg or the other, letting go of tension in the head and the neck. On your next inhale, we'll come forward to a plank. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale the plank. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale the plank. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale the plank. Exhale back to down dog. Then you can inhale up on the toes, exhale and walk your feet to your hands. And then come to a forward fold. No tension once again, the neck and the head. You can shake that out. Wiggle it all around. Knees can be bent here to start. You can take a ragdoll if you like. On your next inhale, we'll come to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale all the way back to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead, extending them. Then you can exhale the hands to heart center. Get myself ready to go here. All right, on your next inhale, we'll bring the arms up overhead, extend the mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. You can step your right leg behind you or your right knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up overhead. Then exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes, inhale and step back to plank. When you're ready, you can exhale and lower down to the mat. We'll inhale to cobra. Exhale, back down to the mat. Inhale the plank. And then exhale to down dog. You can inhale the right leg up behind you. As you exhale, right foot comes through the hands. Lower the left knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up overhead. Then exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step up to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your left leg behind you. Lower your left knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step back to plank. When you're ready, you can exhale and lower down to the mat. We'll inhale to cobra. Then exhale back down to the mat. Inhale up to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. You can inhale your left leg up behind you. As you exhale, left foot comes through to the hands. Drop the right knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step up to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, the hands to heart center. And you can actually drop the arms to the sides here now. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to your forward fold. We'll inhale and step back to plank. And then here in this plank, we're going to do something fun, maybe. So what we'll do is just lift right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm. I am shifting my weight, but trying not to kind of lean clear over. Now, if that's what you have to do, then that's fine. But trying to keep the hips kind of square. All right, we can exhale and lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale up on the toes. As you exhale, you can step or walk to come to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale back to mountain. When you're ready, we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and step back to plank. And then we're going to do legs this time in our plank. So you could lift the legs up if you like. You could even step them off to the side if that's something that felt good to you. You can exhale, lower down on the mat. We'll inhale to cobra or up dog. Then exhale to down dog. Inhale up on the toes. As you exhale, you can step or walk to come to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale to mountain. I'm going to turn my fan on because I'm already getting toasty in here. It's a sign of good things, right? So you can just keep your hands down for mountain here. And just kind of notice how you feel here already. We've done a couple of sun salutations and added in a few different movements here. So just kind of taking that in. When you're ready, we'll inhale the arms up. And you can put the hands together. We'll come to Utkatasana. So that weight comes a little more into the toes, the balls of the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and step back to plank. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. You can lift your right leg up behind you. As you exhale, right foot comes through to the hands, but set the back foot up for warrior one. So when you're ready, we'll inhale the arms up. Just a little bit of leg engagement here. It's our wholeness. Exhale, and hands come down to the mat. Inhale, step back to plank. Then when you're ready, we'll exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg up behind you. As you exhale, left foot comes through to the hands. Set the back foot up for warrior one once again. Then you can inhale and come up when you're ready. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Inhale, step back to plank. We'll exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Inhale up on the toes. As you exhale, you can step or walk to come up to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead, sit there. Hands come together and we'll come to Utkatasana. And then exhale back to mountain. Got myself. Oh, shoot. It happens, you feel it and you just get so used to doing one thing and your brain starts thinking that. And it's like, hey brain, get it together. I just had to tell my brain to get it together. That's okay. Alright. Or a mountain pose. You can inhale your arms up. Sit the hips back to chair this time. Ooh, crack. So weight's more in the heel area of the foot. What we're going to do here is step your right foot back to a crescent, then back up to your chair, left foot back to crescent, back up to chair, right leg back for crescent, back up to chair, back for crescent, up for chair, back to crescent, back up to chair, back to crescent, up to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Woo, legs and the arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. And then, you know what? Let's do a forearm plank here. But let's make it a side forearm plank. So you can come down onto your right side, and you may just be better off to come all the way down. Then you can put your forearm down with the fingers facing out toward the right. And then you can lift and push up. And then you lower the hips, bring back up, lower the hips, bring back up, lower the hips, bring back up, lower the hips, bring back up. Maybe 2 more times. Woo! And then you can just pop around on your belly. We'll do some locust here because why not? It's locust. So you can let the arms rest to the sides and we'll let the palms come up. When you're ready, you can inhale or exhale and then just lift head, shoulders, arms, legs off of the mat. And we're like really strong locusts. That's why we can hold this like for this long. Exhale, lower down to the mat. You can bring your hands back under your shoulders. And then we'll inhale back up to your plank. And then exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg up behind you. As you exhale, right foot comes through the hands. Set the back foot up for warrior one. You can inhale and come up. Set everything up as you need to. And remember, hips are going to kind of go off to the side because that foot is angled that way. But if you attempt to square the hips to the front of the room a little more, you're just going to get a nice, maybe a little more of a stretch through that left hip flexor. Once again, we're really, quads. The quads are doing some work this morning, folks. All right, so this has been really fun, but we're going to launch out into a warrior three. So when you're ready, inhale or exhale, you can just let yourself go. Then you can let the hands come down to the mat. And we'll come into a bit of a standing split here. So I kind of open my hips up, kind of stacking them like I were in a half moon, and then just try to bring chest and head down toward the right leg as much as I can. We'll set that back foot down, come back to warrior one. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Inhale, step back to plank. We'll exhale, lower down to the mat. Cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg up behind. Left foot comes through to the hands. Set the back foot down for your warrior one. And then inhale, come up. And then just set everything up. If your arms really do get tired, you can do this. You can also just bring them down to the hips. So, like I'm doing now, talking to you. I just need to show you though. It's not that my arms are tired. All right, we're going to launch into our warrior three. So when you're ready, leap of faith. That's all it is. And then you can bring the hands down to the mat, with control, of course. And then come into your standing splits. You can set that back foot back down. Woo. Back to your warrior one. Then exhale, hands come to the mat. Step back to plank. And guess what? We're doing our left forearm length. So just go ahead and lower on down. Get that left arm down. Then when you're ready, shift the hips up. Lower them back up. Lower them back up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. And up. And then lower all the way down. Come to your stomach. Woo. Get everything adjusted. You can let the arms rest to your side. We're going to do that locust again. So when you're ready, you can inhale or exhale. Then lift up. And you can stay in your locust. You can also come to a bow pose. So you can bend the legs in, reaching back at the hands, and then just really kind of pressing out. And coming up. What a nice stretch. You could also have stayed here in your locust, bending legs up and back. Some nice hamstring stuff. I'll have to remember this for another class. You can exhale and lower down to the mat. We'll inhale and push up to plank. Then exhale back to down dog. We'll take just a few breaths here. Inhale up on the toes. As you exhale, you can step or walk to come to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then we'll inhale, arms up, hips come back to chair. And gosh, that was fun. Let's do it a few more times. So right leg back for crescent. Woo, cart before the horse. Back up. Left leg back. right leg back, back up, left leg back, back up, and then back to mountain. Oh, sweet relief. Sweet relief. Get a drink, take a break, whatever. I'm going to tuck in this couple pieces of hair that keep flying down my face. All right, so we'll get in another sun citation words today. I can't think of words. We'll get in another sun citation, and then we'll kind of start taking it in another direction. I think you know what that means. So you can bring the hands to heart center. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Then you can exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your right leg behind you, lower the right knee to the mat for the lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes and then inhale and step back to plank. When we're here in this plank, so what you're going to do is bring your right knee, it can just come up. It can come in the center or to the right elbow, and then back. And then the same with the left knee. And then the right. And then the left. Sure, that's enough. We can exhale and lower down to the mat. We'll inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale and push up to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. Ooh, slippery, sweaty hands. So you can inhale your right leg up behind you. And then I've got options. You can let this leg come behind, come to a wild thing. Or if you're like, no, not wild thing, you can lift the right leg up behind you, kind of bring it in, and then let it come out to the left side, my stomach. This is a falling triangle. So either way, very cool things to do. You can also do none of them and bring your right leg forward and lower the left knee to the mat. Everybody can come here. If you're not like making your way here, you can go ahead and do this. And then when you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl the back toes. We'll inhale, step up to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your left leg behind you. Lower your left knee to the mat for the lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale and step back to plank. You know what, those were fun. Let's do them again. And while yes, these are reminiscent of mountain climbers, but we are doing them with control. All right, exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back down to the mat. Inhale and push up to plank. Then exhale back to down dog. So we'll inhale the left leg up behind us. And then remember, you've got options. You can let that leg come back and over. Come to your wild thing. You can also just put the left leg up behind you. Bring that left leg through to the right side. Left hand stays on the floor. And then up and over for a falling triangle. You can also just bring this left leg forward. Right knee is down to the mat. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl the back toes. Inhale, step up for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms up overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Cool. So cool. It's cool down time. Not one of my best. So you can come to the floor however you like. If you want to squat, very cool. I will never discourage you from squatting ever. Love it. All right, so you just let it go. Yogi's all about non-attachment, so just like let it go. Fall back. Look at that. You don't have to stay like this though. So actually, we'll do a seated twist here. So you can leave the left leg on the mat, and then the right sole, the sole of the right foot. So you can put it down by the shin, by the knee, or you can bring it over by the left thigh, and that right hip is going to peel up off of the mat, and that is A-okay. That is fine. So you can bring your right hand down to the mat. You can inhale the left arm up, and then as you exhale, that left arm will hook to the right leg, and then you can twist from the base of the spine up. Nice tall spines. All right, and you can let go of that. You can twist in the opposite direction. And you can come back through. We'll just switch the legs. So right leg down. And then bring that left foot to wherever feels good. And then when you're ready, you can bring the left hand to the mat if you like. Inhale the right arm up. And then you can exhale, and that right elbow will hook to the left leg. And yeah, I've grown accustomed to just letting my hand rest. There are a lot of people who keep it like the hand up or out or out. I mean, I think whatever you do is fine. If it feels good to you, then I know it's like really cool. Go you. On your next breath, we'll come through and just twist. Woo. Pop, pop, pop. All right. We'll bring both legs out in front of us, making sure we are on our sits bones. And then when you're ready, you can inhale the arms up. Exhale, leaning forward from the waist. When you can't anymore, you can let the hands drop, let the spine round. And you can leave a little bend in the knees. Also, if this would get to be too much for the backs of your legs, like words, you can put a little rolled up blanket or a sweatshirt or towel or something underneath the knees. like free time to kind of figure out what you need to do to settle into your Shavasana. So you could take legs up the wall. I always think that is great. You could also do like a shoulder stand or a plow. If you're ready for Shavasana, you can do that. I am going to lay back in this sleeping butterfly. You could just do a recline bound angle or a butterfly. And you could sit up. You could do your cobbler's pose or your bound angle and sit up. You can forward fold. So just find some kind of position that feels really good to your body. Just let your body reabsorb all of your sweat. And then you can, there's still a little more time, of course, but you can stay if whatever position you found yourself in is one that is very enjoyable for you. You can certainly stay in that position for the duration of the time for the rest of your Shavasana. But otherwise, you can begin to kind of make yourself comfortable and get into your Shavasana. If you like to be covered up with a blanket, or put a blanket roll or a bolster, pillows, whatever, under your knees or a little low under your neck, you can certainly kind of make your way toward getting settled. We packed a lot into this class, so you deserve to kind of rest and reap the benefits of it. And then once you get yourself into your happy resting position. Of course, you can move if something gets uncomfortable. You just want to try to find. Excuse me. Oh boy. You just want to try to find a position where you feel really restful and that you can lay still. And then also just do a little scan and make sure you're not holding on to any tension. You're not really straining or trying to lay still. Oh, I'm yawning again. Excuse me. Just taking care to make sure that you really are relaxed here. We engaged our muscles and our minds enough during the practice, so now you just get to surrender to your mat and just be, just relax. And I've probably gone over this ideology, I guess, if you want to call it, before, either in my in-person classes, or I may have already kind of talked about it in another one of these classes online before, but it really resonated with me this week. That if we live just by living, loving people, having relationships, jobs, children, etc., the list goes on, that we will experience, hardships, tough times, emergencies, and sadness. Those are our first darts. Those are just things that will happen as a result of life happening. We don't really have a choice. These are the darts that are thrown our way. But we do have control over not throwing more darts our way. Sometimes we can do that to ourselves. When one thing happens that's unexpected or bad or stressful, we can let our mind kind of keep thinking of all of these other bad or unfortunate or stressful things that could happen that haven't happened yet, and that aren't happening at the present moment, which which can lead to more stress and just the mind kind of leading you somewhere that you don't necessarily have to be yet. Now, that's not saying that you shouldn't be pragmatic and plan ahead for the future, but it's kind of practicing that unattachment and just kind of noticing the thoughts your mind brings up, noticing future scenarios, and just saying, okay, that's a possibility. You can put some steps into motion, but by letting yourself feel it and believe it, the stress of something that hasn't even happened yet, that can be a detriment to ourselves and to our mind. And so once again, that is why yoga, and especially meditation, are good practices to have. You don't erase thoughts from your mind by doing them. You enable yourself to watch your mind, to kind of notice the thoughts and the patterns, and just that, notice them instead of letting yourself get carried away and swept up in them. So just remember, you can always, think about the future and plan, but don't throw more darts your way by believing that it's already happened and reacting to it as though it's already happened. Just notice it and then come back to the present. I invite you to stay here as long as you like. If you're ready to move, you can begin to do so however it naturally occurs for you. Just being slow and gentle and mindful. And you can roll to one side of your choosing. Taking a nice long exhale once you make your way there. And then when you're ready, I invite you to join me in a comfortable seated position. We'll bring the hands to heart center, eyes closed and gaze down. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you and to be able to share this practice with you. No matter time or place, we are still together. be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live with